And we're live. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and thank you for joining us. I am Lisa Santiago McNeil.
I'm Brian Keith McNeil.
This is Let's Talk About It. This is Let's Talk About It on ESPTV 7 on the SIBN network, iHeart, iTunes, and right here on Facebook Live. Thank you. You got on pink.
Pink and brown matches wonderfully.
Today's episode 2 of 2021 is
Let's get back to work.
for real. For real though, not for play.
Time to get back to work. I left my voice.
For those of you who might have taken a lighter holiday season,
It's natural.
for some, I didn't get much lightness.
We on purpose resolved that we wouldn't take it light. We would work our way through. But however, the weekends will still come. You still inevitably, take a little bit more time. But I want to talk today about let's get back to work for real. For real. And I think individual people know what for real means.
Right. Now the acronym is FRFR.
For real? Yes. I learned that one, I think, this year.
Well, last year. 2020.
Yeah, 2020. Yeah, that was a new one to me. Good morning, Sister Brittany. Lisa and I have so many wonderful and dynamic things on our horizons, and you guys are included in so many of those things. Good morning, Brother Kelly. How you doing? Kelly Little's book.
Oh, the children's book.
And it's not just for children.
Not just for children.
What's the name of it again?
That they lit the way.
They lit the way. Kelly wrote. I don't think adult comic book is the right way because it's a story, but he does have superhero characters in there. Lisa happens to be a superhero.
Kelly is a superhero.
And Kelly kind of tickled me this weekend because he told me in an upcoming work I would be a superhero. So
it's a series.
Yes.
It's a series.
Yes,
that is so awesome. So we got a lot coming forward in 2021. And today's topic is They Lit the Way. So I'm sorry, that's the name of the book. Today's topic is Back to Work for Real. Back to Work for Real.
I want to say this too. Those wondrous and exciting goals that you have for yourself this year, that successful outcome that you want this year will happen after the work.
Yeah, you got to do the work.
The only place where success comes before work
is in the dictionary.
Let's let that sink in. Where does success happen before the work?
In the dictionary, and that's it.
Any other place does success happen before work?
No, not at all. And so actually I'm doing a little mini pod series about building to your 5K and your 10K and all of that, right? And one of the main things is you got to do it.
Yeah.
Like you can't just say that's what you want, and you can't overlook the $50, $100, $1,000 on the way to the 5K and the 10K. If you begin to be discouraged with those steps along the way, you'll never get to the
learn
10K.
How to make the $10 before you can make the 10K.
Absolutely.
One of the best examples of doing the work before you happened during the first year that you and I were together. I don't even think we were married yet. And this story doesn't make you look great. Okay.
Because I look great now.
Right. You look wonderful now. Mm-hmm. But Lisa and I were really, really heavily dating. We were into each other.
Oh, is this for you? Well, okay, go ahead.
And you had went to a women's group, and you were bemoaning your kitchen at the women's group. How your kitchen? We were still on Buttonbush.
What kitchen?
The kitchen at Buttonbush. Oh. You was upset about how the kitchen had kind of gotten away from you. It was messy.
Well, because I didn't cook for 3 years.
Well, but I was around now, and then there was dishes, and the kitchen was disarray, okay? And you was like, it caused you such consternation to walk into that kitchen, and you were talking to the women about this and how you hate your kitchen right now because it's so messy. And one of the women said to you, clean it up. Just clean the kitchen.
I don't remember this, but okay.
I remember this story because you came and told it to me as if it was revelatory.
And sometimes those moments are.
Yes.
sometimes those moments are like, I get that all the time, particularly from stop and starters.
Ooh.
Stop and starters.
If you want to, I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna get the quote right. Okay. If you want to stop having to start over all the time, stop quitting.
Stop quitting. Hey, Tamara.
Good morning, Miss Tamara Outwater. How are you doing?
Good morning, Corinda.
That's the place we should leap off from.
Yes.
People that start and stop us all the time.
Yeah, I'm a stop and starter in some areas of my life. I have to admit that.
Okay.
In the area,
I don't see that on you.
Yeah, not for work, not for caring for my husband. I'm not a stop and starter for that. But I am a stop and starter for my own health and wellness and fitness.
Okay.
I'm a very much stop and starter.
I was thinking about that this morning because I'm with you on that boat. Why do I get enthused and then the enthusiasm goes less and less and less until it dissipates? Okay. For me, I was asking that. I wasn't thinking about you when I was thinking that thought this morning.
Okay.
But the reason why I think is for work and for our relationship, the motivation is there.
So big.
Yeah. Yes. And the physical fitness, why do I care as much? Why do I want to lose weight? What is my why for this?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's there, but it's not big enough.
It's not big enough. And I have tried to build a why. I mean, of course, I want a long life. Hey, Brother Marcus, good morning.
One of the good ones was when you said people that do what we do don't look like us.
Right.
That's the
No, it didn't. Because but what that actually became is, why do we have to be skinny to do what we do? And how about the people in the world who are not skinny, who want to do what we do? Maybe they need a role model.
That's terrible.
That's horrible.
You just completely took away the benefit.
Exactly. That's what's horrible, right? But that's
I didn't hear that until now, y'all.
But that's what it was.
You didn't tell me that side.
Good morning, Dr. Deborah.
Good morning, Dr. Deborah. How are you?
I think we might be on to something with the stop and starting. Brother Blackwell says, do you think that stop and starting is situational, or is that an excuse?
That's what we're and it could be an excuse.
It could be both, right? It could be both, because we're not typical stop and starters in all of the so in our work, in our commitment to relationships, in our commitment to our children, we're not stop and starters in those areas.
Our development.
In our personal development, we are not stop and starters. But I was just speaking for myself, but he co-signed that is an area that we are both stop and starters. We're both stop and starters where it comes to health and wellness, where it comes to fitness and eating and all of those things.
What is this?
I don't know who you've been with.
Hair is this?
Becky.
Why is it on me, Lisa?
Maybe that's from my weave.
It was from this cloth I've been wiping my head with. Probably.
I don't know.
Now, we could joke about something like that. What hair is this on me or you? Because there's no possibility that I would have a hair of any woman other than when we went to church regularly. It happens there. Oh, my God.
Have hair and makeup.
Makeup right here.
Yes, all over. So today we do have a subject. It is back to work for real. And obviously the subtopic has just manifested itself, stop and starting. I think that was why.
There has to be some part of the syndrome, because so many people do it.
Yeah, a lot of people do it. Happy New Year, Cynthia Murray. So for me, that awareness was exactly why I did not slow down through the holiday. Aside from the fact that I had a lot of clients that had deadlines, but I know, first of all, and this is tip number one for your marketing, honey.
Go ahead with it. I know where you're going.
Continue, because momentum is a fool to build after a stop.
The water pump in the country.
Oh my goodness.
The water well in the country. You got to keep that pump going.
You got to keep it primed.
Yeah, if you stop that pressure, you got to start
all over again.
It's exhausting to start all over again and again and again.
And you lose all the headway that you've made. So I want you to consider that as you plan your year and as you plan your time, your personal development, your business growth. Understand that you have to be conscientious of your stop and starting.
Now, I want to say this too, backing up You didn't slow down during the holidays. You said you had clients, but I really believe the reason you didn't slow down during the holidays is because you consciously decided not to.
Oh yeah,
you decided
absolutely.
that we're going to keep it. We wanted to finish the year strong. We wanted to, and you had to decide that, because even with the clients that you had, if you had decided the other way, you could have.
Yeah, I could have. Tamara says, my stop and starts have always been situational, children, work, and business, but I still have the authority of my life to keep going. Just another excuse. I think it is excuse. I don't know if I want to accept that, but I think it is an excuse. But
if we say it's an excuse, okay, and I think there's some strength in calling it an excuse, because if it's an excuse, it's something that you can control.
Okay, good morning, Miss Phyllis. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Excuses can be overcome by the person. All of the excuses can. Okay. The conditions cannot. And this is a sales analogy. An excuse for not buying, is can't afford it, costs too much, all that little crap. Those are excuses. Conditions are valid reasons why they cannot. Okay, my wife got put in the hospital. Okay, and I lost my job in the same day. Okay, there's no way you're gonna do this right now. That's a condition. That's not an excuse. So determining whether it's an excuse or a condition is first very important. And then I want to say that the absolute phrase, all of the excuses can be overcome by the person. All of them.
Now, Brother Backwell says, I feel like I can't complete anything sometimes, so I stop. Then I start back up, but it doesn't seem the same. It doesn't. Oh my God, it doesn't. It is. When you keep trying to put a whole elephant in your mouth, and then you realize you can't, and then you stop, and then you go back and you try the same methodology again, all that is going to do is cause tremendous frustration. Now,
that's the beautiful thing about iron sharpening iron. Marcus Blackwell is a champion of a guy.
Yeah.
And you're a champion of a woman. But iron does sharpen iron. When we attempt to eat the whole elephant, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time.
Good morning, Belle.
It does feel overwhelming when we try to absorb all that we must do.
Yeah.
All that we must do.
Yeah, it does. And that's actually what came back to me where I said I'm going to be doing marketing snippets, so snippet episodes, because I found in my endeavor to get back into my learning mode. Okay. I told you I was, I'm always in learning mode, but I had allowed myself some ratchetness, and I had allowed myself to get into the mundane. I became a regular person, and I have since thwarted that. I actually deleted Hulu, Netflix, TikTok, and Clubhouse off my devices.
Really?
Yes, they're gone. They're gone. They're gone. They're gone.
I added the Gram.
Well, the Gram can be used for business a lot more functionally for your
sales confidence coach.
Right. So I got rid of some stuff. So then I also had started researching some new podcasts to sort of prime the pump. Once again, priming the pump of your mind, of your creativity, of your energy. And that's really difficult because there's so many amazing podcasts out there, but some of them I can't handle the accent, the tone of voice, the whatever, the shrill. There's different things that I don't like. And then I don't like mundane. It needs to have some laughter and some entertainment in it as well.
Finding them sometimes can be challenging. I want to talk to our brother William Brown.
Yes.
Mr. William Brown, I did some writing this morning, and part of my writing this morning, William Brown, I was describing you. I even said your name, William Brown. I did some writing, and I'll talk to you about it after the show. Beverly says, what if your people are awesomely faithful and they took a break with you, and when you started back, they are on 10?
That's awesome.
What an amazing blessing.
That is a blessing. That is something to be giving thanks for, to be grateful for, all of those things. Because the worst thing in the world is to be trying to regain your momentum and dragging someone along with
and your people. One of them, just even one person could be like, I'm ready to go now, but she's not ready to go now. I got to take my energy somewhere.
Yes. Now, absolutely. Now, but energy has to be contained and managed as well. And I'm going to share with that. Good morning, Brenda.
Good morning, Melissa.
Good morning, Melissa. So I had the opportunity this weekend to speak to someone with amazing energy, but it was this kind of energy. Okay. That balloon that just, and you can't control it. And it doesn't have direction, and it's not looking for a direction. It's just looking to be up and excited, and that's it. And that energy is draining.
And that's not a productive energy.
It's not a productive energy.
We bump into that all the time. And tinker with different strategies on that, maybe.
Oh, Lord have
One
mercy.
strategy I thought would be successful, and it was only successful once. Okay, just try to just let them burn themselves out. Just let them go.
Yeah, but it doesn't always work.
It doesn't.
No, and so here's the other thing is, so for me, I thought that by offsetting that energy with a very low energy would bring the energy in alignment.
You would think.
You would think.
And that might work sometimes.
It did not work. I felt like I was holding on to a wild buck.
Oh my God.
It was crazy. Dr. Deborah says most of my stop and starts have been excuses. Some things I was actually trying to find an excuse to stop on purpose. Yeah. But I tried to fool myself to say there was a condition. How about that? Listen.
That was great.
That is great and honest. But listen, here's the thing about an excuse. You can find it. And the thing is, you can even manifest a condition if you hold on to your desire to not do it. You can manifest a condition.
There's so many things that's popping up in my head reading that and listening to Lisa too. Most of the time, our brain's going to not want us to do stuff, okay? Almost all the time.
Just chill. Oh, you don't want to do it? Me neither.
Your brain's going to try to stop you from doing it. But I really, really appreciate you saying that some were excuses and you were trying to turn them into conditions because you understand there's a difference between excuses and conditions. We say in the men's group all the time, you want to accept as much blame for your situation as possible. Yes, as much. If you can get 100% of the blame for your current situation, the better. The more blame you're willing to accept, the more you have control over. The more you can control, which is great because you don't have to worry about any outside influences fixing your stuff. You can fix it. William Brown, I was writing, when you came to my mind, I was thinking about the way you became. You can't be the same person today as you were when you first started your one-word conversations because you had all of these amazing thought leaders and people giving their bouncing off of each other, all of that iron sharpening iron. And you have your reading list, and I just can't imagine you being the same person. And I was making my thoughts as to how you've changed, So that's what I did, Bill.
Absolutely, but that I really want somebody to hear me when I say that you can manifest a condition out of an excuse, and that's because you have the power of life and death is in the tongue. And I want you to understand,
Morning, Brittany,
that there are some calamities in our life that we've actually created.
What? No way I would have created this. Oh, yes, you did.
Yeah, we created it.
I know I have. Okay. Lost my driver's license because I didn't want to go to court that day. Okay. And I kept driving anyway. I created a horrible situation in my life. William Brown says, I got that. You don't want to do it. I don't want to do it either. Talk to. I don't want to do it either. Talk. Yeah. Got that. You don't want to do it. I don't want to do it either. Talk to. Got it.
Yes, absolutely. Beverly says, I've learned that my stops now are procrastination. My stops before were low self-esteem and fear. Wow.
That's the same thing.
That's good though. Because that means that you're at least evolving in the understanding of it. But truthfully, procrastination is still a form of fear. Now, sometimes when people say fear,
self-esteem.
Yeah, sometimes when people say fear, they mean fear of failure, and sometimes when people say fear, they mean fear of success.
Yep, and I'm the older I get. At first, I thought fear of failure was greater than the fear of success. I'm not so sure anymore.
Yeah,
I'm thinking they might be just as equal.
Yeah, because success has lots of responsibility.
Do I deserve the success
and self-worth?
If I keep doing this action, I'm going to have a level of success that I'm probably not worthy of.
Yes.
If I really do what me and the coach decided I'm going to do, this is going to cause me to be successful, and I don't know if I deserve the success. Wow.
Absolutely.
Which goes back to mindset. You got to work on it all the time.
Absolutely. Speaking of which, mindset is the focus of the first Empowerment Authors showcase of 2021. It is. Yes, it is. It really is. And I'm excited about it. I think we're ready to start taking some participants. So if you know someone who is an author and would like to be a part of the 2021 series of Empowerment Author Showcases, first quarter is already almost filled up. We have the first month in January. We're going to have these amazing mindset boosters. So our speakers and authors will be those that are focused on getting your mind right, because we want to dominate in 2021, right?
That's a good word for
absolutely. Domination is my word, I think, for 2021. And then Cynthia says, that's truly sense. Sometimes our creation comes out of not saying no. Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. So that's January. That's right here on the horizon. I want to say it's January the 16th at 4 p.m. is going to be a showcase. And we already have a couple of the author speakers for that. I'm still looking for a few more. February, there's actually 3 showcases.
Yes.
3, because Black History Month, just because they gave us a short month, don't mean that we got to be shorted. Hello and goodbye. So the first, we're having our Black History authors, our Black authors. The second one, we are having love poetry. And the third one is children's books that are written by African-American authors or feature African-American children in the illustrations. Dr. Deborah says, you are so right about manifesting a condition. One time I called into work sick. That's the one I'm talking about. And I was so good at faking it that when I woke back up, I had a sore throat. I had to remind myself that I wasn't actually sick. That's one that's important. That's why I think people need to understand
what you say.
That you got to watch what you say and learn this. Mental health is a real thing. So when you call out from work because you need a mental health day, because you need to give yourself some time, effort, and energy, that is a true sick day, but you do not have to say that you are sick. You do not have to be a flu. You do not have to be any of those things.
More than one kind of sick.
There's more than one kind of sick. And if you need time for you, that's what you need to call it. You can call it a sick day, but make sure that you tell yourself that you are sick of living for other people's agendas and I need to take some time for my own. Now, Beverly says, Brittany says it's back to work for real indeed, but I love being an entrepreneur because I'm currently waiting on the nail shop to open. Go ahead and get them nails did, gal. Beverly says, now I'm challenging myself to finish everything I start.
What a great
one
challenge.
Thing at a time. Small successes, huge steps. That is a good one. And that is also one of the tips for a successful year. Is small successes. Count your wins. Count your wins.
Good morning, Arthur Lynette. How you doing, my sister? Brother Kelly says, my inner work showed me that my stop and starts were tied to my subconscious fears, assumptions, and previous interpretations. Now I choose to embrace it as a lesson that I have to master. So I move on to the next opportunity. 2021 transformation. Let's go.
Let's go.
I love what you wrote there, Kelly. And you can get a lot done when your mindset is like that.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm moving on to my next opportunity. You can get a lot done. Now, we haven't done our greeting songs yet today. It's 9:22. Should we just skip it?
Or do we have to go back up to the top? Now, I do want to tell you a little bit more about the Empowerment Showcases, because some of you should reach out and apply to be one of the featured authors. 2021 is virtual. Like, I know we were forced into virtual into 2020, but now we're going to dominate deliberately. We're going to dominate deliberately. And in that, we are bringing all of the corners of the earth together. So we are going to be reaching out to participants on all of the continents. We're going to be reaching out to participants so that we can share our authors.
UK, all of North America, which includes Canada, okay, and all the U.S. territories, even not U.S. territories. We have reach.
Absolutely.
We have friends, and we're going to use it.
Absolutely. Let's go up to the top, babe. Back to work for real.
First up is Brittany Ziegler-Woody. Good morning, Brittany.
Good morning, Brittany. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Karinda Singh. Sing our song. Thank you for joining us.
It's Marcus Blackwell.
Good morning, Marcus.
Good morning, my brother. How you doing, man?
Tamra got a song. Tamra at water. Tamra at water. Children, Tamra at water. Ivy Hilton crocheting, Tamra at water.
Good morning, my sister.
Good
morning, Lisa.
morning.
Dr. Deborah Dunson has a song.
Dr. Deborah, healing and deliverance coach.
Good morning, Dr. Deborah. Our sister Cynthia Murray has a song.
Good morning.
Cynthia Murray.
Hey.
I got that sister with me. Good morning, Cynthia Murray. Our friend Beverly has a song. Greeting. Beverly, it's on the show. Good morning, Beverly. How you doing, my sister?
Miss Phyllis is here.
Is that the same Miss
Yes,
Phyllis?
it is.
She's switching up her names on us up here. Good morning. Miss Phyllis is here. So clear the way. Miss Phyllis is here. Now we can all have a great day.
Good morning, Miss Phyllis.
Good morning, Miss Phyllis. How you doing?
Joining. Thank you for joining. Bill. Bill's here.
Good morning to our friend Bill. Nobody thinks like him still. We love him so, and we always will. Our friend Bill. Good morning to our friend Bill. Brenda Booker Bull is here.
That's right.
It's tricky to buy a home or sell a home. Don't do it alone. Choose Brenda.
Hey, choose Brenda.
Brenda.
Good morning, Brenda. Melissa.
Melissa is here. Okay, thank you. Bam, 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 bam. Melissa's home. Now it's time for us to sing her song. Melissa's home. I am so excited about all the dynamic things that we have already mapped out on our upcoming year. I'm hoping that you're excited too. And if you're not yet excited about what life has in store for you, get there. Talk to your coach, talk to your friend, your mentor, and map out something. We need something to look forward to.
Absolutely.
It's hard to hit a target that you can't see, and it's even harder to hit a target that you don't even have.
Absolutely.
Okay, Brittany, did we do Brittany?
It's Brittany. It's Brittany. It's Brittany. Brittany Thomas. It's Brittany. It's Brittany. It's Brittany. Brittany.
It's your
time.
It's your
time. Yeah.
Good morning, Sister Brittany. Listen to what I just said, y'all. It is hard to hit a target that you can't see. What does that mean? Write out your target.
It's hard out here for people.
That's not what that means. But it's even harder to hit a target that you don't even have. Get you some targets. Okay, goals, things that you want to do, be, see, have, or go to.
Yes.
Okay, you gotta have something to work towards.
Yes.
Arthur Lynette is here, and at this table we sit.
Making it legit.
Because when Lynette hits the show, Kelly Little, you
away.
Kelly Little, you deserve a song. Brittany Ziegler, you deserve a song. There's a few of you here that deserve a song. We haven't yet found one yet for you. There we go. Talk about it. Raise your hand, Melissa.
Yes. Beverly says, skip it. This conversation is good. Amen. Well, Melissa, amen. Melissa says, I would be interested in being a part of the showcase. I was supposed to do my first one with you guys in March last year, but COVID shut it down. I would still like to do one if you can find an appropriate area for me to fit in.
We can.
Absolutely. I have her on my list. Right here. But I don't know.
Now, Brittany, do I hear you say you need a speaker? I would love to author showcase. Let me tell you about that, young lady. The author showcases, Lisa does an amazing job. We've been doing them for 3 years now, maybe 4. 3 years we're doing these author showcases, and they're always amazing events. And Lisa has laid out themes. Now we have 3 showcases in the first 4 showcases in the first 2 months, and we'll find a place that fits for you.
Absolutely.
You won't be on all of them, right? Okay, but you'll be on one of them.
Now, March is Women's History, so definitely can fit Melissa in March. I have Brittany in February. But I'm looking to see you guys really, really, really have some traction out of these showcases throughout the year.
Surprise says my song makes me giggle every time you guys do it. Never gets old. And I'm happy that it makes you giggle every time we do your song. And I'm happy that it never gets old for you. Good. Okay. And think about the kind of person who would let that get old. Oh, I'm sick of them singing that song.
Don't sing my song anymore. But so back to work for real, right? What do you need to do? Is there something that you need? Is there something that you need? Have you identified? Yeah, have you identified that somehow Mondays are less productive for you? We're saying Mondays, but that's just because it's the beginning of the week. But this particular Monday is the beginning of the year. It's the
That's
first
exactly my point when I was writing it.
Year. Yeah.
This is the first real Monday of your year.
Yeah.
Hold that to you. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, listen, I've said for years to you guys, Monday's the most important day of your work week.
Yeah.
Why is Monday the most important day of your work week? Because Monday sets the pace for that week.
Yeah.
And if you have a winning Monday, if you have a good Monday, there's less pressure on you the rest of the week to have a successful week. So Mondays are critically important. But this Monday here today is the first Monday of the year. Now you can embrace this concept and let this Monday set the pace for the rest of your year.
Yes.
You know, you really can. What if you dug in today and went back to work for real?
Absolutely.
On purpose, with a discipline, idea, and a plan, and just go do it. Head down, go to work.
Absolutely. And there's only 52 Mondays in the year. You don't have an infinite number of Mondays. So you get to be deliberate and intentional with this particular Monday. Brother Blackwell says, look here, I stopped everything to be the parent my son needs. Things finally stabilize, and I am going to see this through as I parent. No more excuses. I gave the situation to God. I know the rest will fall in place.
Marcus has been very transparent about his journey to get back his children, and he has. And that will change your whole game. Okay, children. Right. You add one child, add two children, it change your whole game. Okay,
yes, that is the condition, not an excuse.
But as Lisa was reading that about Marcus, the thought came to my mind: the burden to the back. Okay, God fits the burden to the back. Yes. Okay, that means He gave you this thing here because you could carry it.
Yes,
it was a fit burden for you, brother.
Yes, absolutely. Brother Kelly, I got you. I'm putting a check next to your name for.
If you guys have never been a part of our author showcases, we're good at it. The author showcases are amazing events. Oh man, I don't want to waste the time today, but the first time we did it, all of them came because Lisa had a thought impulse. An electrical impulse went through her brain and says, you know what, Brian? We have a lot of friends that have books, but they don't have any place to showcase their stuff. Let's do an author showcase where we can let our friends that have published books showcase their book and talk about it for 5 minutes, 6 minutes.
Yes. And you don't have to be published by me to participate.
That's true.
But we are obviously going to give our empowerment authors first right of refusal.
We should, because it's our stuff.
That's right.
How'd you join? The first time we did one, we did it in a restaurant, in a meeting room at a restaurant.
Yeah.
It was June of 2017, actually, is when it was. Wow. That's been a while. So we've done a bunch of them since then. June 2017. And the thing that I always remember about that, Lisa had done a really good job of assembling the authors and I emceed the event. But we were in the restaurant meeting room and we set up the chairs and everything. And we had to add chairs 3 times in that first meeting. By the time the meeting was over, the chairs were all the way up to the podium almost.
Yes, the person sitting in the first chair could wipe the chin of the speaker if necessary.
Shouts out to the men that were willing to go back in the restaurant and grab more chairs and bring them back in there. I remember
the restaurant is gone now.
That restaurant's gone now, and we're still here. Yep. But we've done author showcases. There've been some amazing ones. We've done one featuring children's authors. We've done them featuring poetry and love. We've done them featuring ex-cons,
returning citizens.
The returning citizens, ex-cons. That means every author in this particular showcase had served time in jail or prison, but they're out now with a published work. We've done them featuring what else we featured? Men. We've done it featuring only men authors. We've done it featuring women, only women authors. Okay, so we've had a few different times, a few different venues, and this time it's going to be exclusively virtual.
Yep.
So we're gonna have a good time with it.
I definitely got Melissa for March. I'm excited. I'm really excited. So
what is this Beverly saying?
Beverly says Blackwell is my daddy hero.
That's right.
My sister Princess Loch Ness has your back, and I have hers. You will be fantastic. Amen.
William says,
author showcases
are life changing. Yeah. You know, Bill, I'm glad you said that they're life changing. I was thinking about last night, I was thinking about something I'm going to say to my son, okay? Because what can I say to motivate him, get him going again? And the concept that came to me, you know, and you guys have heard about this before too, but a butterfly flapping its wings in Singapore can cause a hurricane in Houston, Texas, okay? The butterfly effect. These little things can ripple throughout the world. These little acts, these little wins, these little doing goods, these little flapping of your wings can have amazing impact all around the world. So I was going to try to motivate my son, teaching him, talking to him about what little thing can he get done today that at the end of the day he could think was a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. Melissa said her first showcase was the one that she went to last year in January. That's right, January 2020 was the last showcase that we had. She said, actually, we had one virtual, our first virtual one in 2020 as well, where we did a 3-day showcase.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. She says, I got to meet William Brown and Delilah Brown for the first time. Also, Martha Rushing, Yvonne Skinner, Alice Munoz, Stephanie Mari, Donnelly Ruby, Marlon Smith. Yeah, she came to that one. You took pictures with her.
I did take a picture with her, but I didn't realize that was her first author showcase.
Yeah. She said it was so powerful. I cried and laughed and sat there with my jaw on the floor. We have some amazing people. Shanrika, awesome, and good morning.
Good morning, tell me about the Benjamins, baby.
About the Benjamins.
Teach me about the Benjamins, baby.
Absolutely. Shanrika, I'm hoping to have in the third showcase. The children's book edition.
I want her there too.
Yeah.
Listen, said I gained some amazing friendships off that event. Bill, do you think we would be such good friends if we hadn't met there? I met Beverly uniquely taking over Thomas for the first time there too.
Where?
At the author showcase, what she's saying.
Which one?
The one that she came to last year in Concord.
Beverly?
Melissa saying that she met Beverly there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see that one. I didn't see that one.
Okay, no problem.
Yes, there was some amazing friendships that were developed
all the time
as a result of the showcase.
That's the amazing thing about showing up, Melissa. You know, how do you tell someone about the great concert? You're not going to be able to tell them, you know, because you can't create the electricity of being there like that, you know.
Absolutely.
And at some point, we're going to get back to the place where we're being there again. But in the meantime, let's embrace this opportunity.
Absolutely. So I'm excited about it. So what are you doing? What are you doing, or what do you need help with? Are you a stop and starter?
Today.
Are you a procrastinator? Are you a non-goal setter, or are you a short goal setter?
You know what it means to get back to work for real.
For real.
I am also at the place, I'm saying this to all of you here. I'm getting to the place where I believe that fewer and fewer people can do all of this stuff in their own strength. I'm thinking very rare can you motivate yourself all the time? Can you get yourself to complete things all the time? We all need, well, not all, but just about all of us need more accountability, more people to bounce stuff off of, more help even. You know, William Brown, what say you on that? We all need some help. We all need some accountability. A solopreneurship, a one-person business is a team sport, because you do need a lot of people to support your business. And a lot of people have to want to see you successful for it to work. Yes, that's true.
Absolutely. So it's the first, we're well into the first Monday of the year.
I can't wait to get to work.
I got up a little bit extra early today, and I took the Mel Robbins approach.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put both feet on the floor. Go.
Go.
If you listen to your brain,
No,
you don't want to do it.
I didn't have a conversation with my brain. I specifically did not have a conversation with my brain. I had told my brain already the night before that I was going to get up this morning, brush my teeth, and go downstairs and do my recumbent bike.
I said last night before I went to bed, I was going to meditate first and think out my day, and then I was going to get a recumbent bike, and I did too today. I surely did. I surely did. Yeah, I surely did.
How many times did you do?
You want me to tell it in front of everybody?
Yeah, I'll tell mine.
I did 4 minutes straight. Okay?
Good.
And the way I did it was I put my tablet on something I wanted to watch that was about 5 minutes, and I put it in the slot right in front of the clock. Mm-hmm. So I just watched the segment and just kept pedaling the whole time.
Well, I did 11 minutes.
Okay.
And so I started with 1 minute, then I went to 4 minutes, then I went to 5 minutes, mm-hmm. and then I went to 10 minutes.
But I got the rest of the day to get more time in.
Yes, that's what I also have planned to do, because that first day I did 3 sets of 5 minutes.
Yes, William Brown says, I agree, Brian. We need each other. Let me tell you something. I don't begrudge just doing 4 minutes, and I don't want you to begrudge it either. I'm going to tell you why. My friend Zig Ziglar, my friend and mentor in my head, Zig Ziglar, he tells a story, and I told it to my wife last night about he went to the doctor, and the doctor, he was 46 pounds overweight or something like that. No, he was like, I don't know, a lot overweight. He was 46 years old, but he was very overweight. And his waistline was huge, and his doctor told him that you're in awful shape right now. Mm-hmm. So him and his wife got excited. They went out to the store and they bought him a jogging suit, a fancy jogging suit. They bought him some fancy running shoes because he was going to start walking every day to get back into decent shape. He was a professional speaker, and he knew he needed to stay in shape. And he said the first day he got up early, the alarm clock went off, he got up early, put on a fancy suit, put on a fancy jogging shoes, and he walked all the way to his neighbor's mailbox and back. That's all he did, you know. But the next day he did a mailbox in a house. Okay, the next day he did 2 mailboxes. And the next thing you know, he was walking around his block.
And it's so important not to begrudge those humble beginnings. Now, Beverly says that my support system needs more support than I do. And how do you balance that without hurting some feelings? So first of all, I need you to consider a couple of things. If it's a system, then it's not just you and one other person. So if it's a system, there's people that go together. If that's the case, then you may need to encourage some accountability partners with someone other than yourself. You may need to encourage some parameters or boundaries as it relates to support. And here's the other thing to consider. Was there a time when you needed more support than they did?
Likely.
And if that's the case, then you may need to simply be more patient because it's their turn.
Because it's very likely you did.
Yeah.
Oh, sometimes we all need to lean on me. There comes those times, okay? And I'm getting to the place where I believe that's by design, by our Creator. Yeah. We do need time where we can't and we must lean on somebody else. What if you got sick? You know? Wayne Brown says, Beverly, consider seeing how everyone can support each other differently. Yeah. Okay. Think about it differently. Even just the way you think about it. Even just think about it a little bit differently. Yeah. You know?
Because I have had to set boundaries of support from lots of people in my life. Yeah, set those boundaries. Sometimes setting those boundaries may hurt feelings, but it may also help the other person to discover that they're stronger than they thought they were.
The humble beginnings talk that Lisa was just mentioning, setting boundaries there, is bringing my mind to a conversation Lisa and I had yesterday about seeds and checking on them. Okay, seeds and checking on them. Some of us have started out new ventures, what do you call it when you repurpose yourself, where you
redesigning your life,
rededicating yourself to your purpose. And some of the time, that humble beginning, the excitement of the humble beginning dissipates. Okay,
it begins to wane.
It begins to wane. However, for those of you that stay in the game, though, continue to do the work. A little here, working on it more and more and more. What happens is, just like when you plant a seed in the ground, a lot of things are happening to that seed that you can't see.
Right.
Same thing with your new course of action, your new there's a word it's not coming yet, baby, but it's a word that describes rededicating, repurposing, reapplying myself, getting back into the game, and just going for it. Whatever's the word or phrase that means something like that. Somebody help me.
And so in that time, you need to be patient
With who?
with
Yourself.
yourself. But it's also a really good thing to have the support of someone who's already been there to give you some milestones to expect and to help you with managing the things that may be unexpected to you, but that because the person has already been there, done that, they're like, oh, yeah, it's about that time. So just like when I talk to a young mother of a 13-year-old and she tells me, and my daughter, she's so disrespectful and she doesn't clean her room.
At age.
I get to say, yeah, how old again?
13.
Oh, she's doing exactly what she's supposed to do.
Oh my gosh.
She's perfect. She's perfect.
I'm the oldest of 4 with 3 younger sisters, and I promise you, I personally have pulled my mother off all 3 of my sisters at age 13. Okay? Age 13, Tracy decided she wanted to puff at my mom. My mom didn't play that. Pow! Next thing you know, they scrapping, and mom beating her down. Mom pulled my mom off. Valerie, age 13. Stacy, age 13. I have pulled my mother off of all 3 of my younger sisters at age 13.
But it's a coming of age, right? So if there's someone that has never had a 13-year-old and maybe they've never had a 13-year-old sister and maybe they were never a 13-year-old girl, that might be unexpected. She was a perfect angel. She always did these wonderful things. Well, sometimes that's the same thing that you're looking at when you look at your business. You're like, oh, I'm progressing, I'm making my goals, everything's on, and then all of a sudden I'm plateauing or going down.
My daughter Brianna made it all the way to age 18 before her mother kicked her butt. And I wasn't with her mother at the time, but her mother beat her up in the living room. And Brianna called me up and told her mother and what her mother did to her and all that kind of stuff. And I had only heard one side. I had heard Brianna's side. Okay. So I'm like, dang, she kicked her butt like that. So I called up her mother, which I shouldn't have did. Okay. And her mom, she's always calm anyway. She was super calm. She goes, yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, and that's what I did. Yeah, exactly. And she was like, yeah, and she been disrespecting me for a long time. And it came to a head. So that's what and did you hit her with a lamp? Yeah, I bust her upside the head with a lamp too. Yeah. Okay.
And she earned every one.
She earned every hit.
She earned every one.
I almost wish Brianna was on here right now. Oh my God, her mom was so calm explaining to me what happened.
Beverly said, yes, I did, but no one knew. Yes, she did have her own bottom. I've been very quiet about help because I need to heal from people only help you because they want something from you.
Well, listen, wait. She needs to heal from people only help you when they need something from you.
That's a good awareness to have. Mm-hmm. That's a good awareness to have.
They use it against you. So I've learned to be patient with exclamation points. I get to change the direction of the boat. Healing from, that's something that's on you. That's an inside job. People only help me when they want something from me.
Yeah.
Ooh. There's room for friends.
Yeah, well, that's a learned behavior. There have been enough experiences that have reinforced that truth.
I'm sure.
There have been enough experiences that reinforce that truth. But here's the thing that one of my go-tos when I'm dealing with something that has become a truth, even if it's not. When I've decided that it is not a truth and that I have to overcome it, then I often have to remind myself that in that case, it happened and I wasn't aware of it even being a possibility, yet I survived it. Mm-hmm. In this case, I'm aware of it being a possibility, and it may also not be a possibility, but either way, I can get through it.
See, I call that experience. That means something that you've been through before and learned from. Mm-hmm. Okay. You've been through a situation like that and learned from. Someone in their 50s and they get behind their bills is not going to be shook like someone age 30 get behind their bills. I've been behind my bills before. I know how to make it through this.
Well, depending upon their experience. It really is depending upon their experience.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's all of it means that your experience colors your responses to things. And so evaluate your experiences.
Time has flown by this morning. Oh my gosh. We only got 7 more minutes. We have to cut out of here and make room for coffee time with the coach. That starts at 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
At 11 a.m. What happens at 11 a.m. today?
One Word Conversation starts with Bill Brown at 11 a.m. I didn't see who the topic or the guest was for today, but Bill, you got a couple of seconds to put it up there if you have it.
If you want to, Bill, we would love to promote it. You know, did Homegirl have a show at 8:30 this morning?
I didn't see the notification, but again, I have turned off my notifications. I'm working very deliberately. That's one of my tips for 2021 is I set a time for Facebook and for Instagram. I set a time, and outside of that time, I turn off the notifications because I was finding that those ping, oh, I got to check this. It was, that's nothing. I'll deal with it later. But you already broke the momentum.
Yeah, I'm learning. I have some automatic timers set up on my notifications as well, like from 10 to 7. At 10 p.m., my phone goes to do not disturb. You know, I don't have to ask for it. And it stays there till 7 a.m. Okay, that's just what it is. What?
Nothing. Nothing. Beverly says, Lisa, that person you spoke with high energy, I like those kind of. I like high energy that is directed. I do not enjoy.
Thank you, William. Season 3 doesn't start till Thursday.
Yes, which is great. Absolutely.
But today is the first full Monday, the first full week of the year, and the first Monday of the year. And I want you guys to put some thought to it.
And 6 days to Arthur Lynette's birthday, 8 days to my birthday. The countdown begins.
Yeah, Lisa's birthday is January the 12th. Thinking, what should I do for her birthday this year? Because I gave her a Christmas present. And part 2 of the Christmas present is coming. She hasn't seen it yet. Part 2 of the Christmas, or maybe I should make that part 2 her birthday present. I don't know. Or maybe just not do anything because she'll be 54. No, 53. She'll be 53. That's not a birthday party time. You know, you get the parties in the 50s, 60s, something like that. She'll be 53. So it's like, okay, great, you're 53. That's not really a celebration birthday. You know what I mean?
Every birthday is a celebration.
Cynthia Murray says, Lisa, I like your glasses.
Thank you.
Lisa likes her glasses too.
Thank you. I think I am increasingly really enjoying these more than all of the others.
These right here?
Yeah, because they're neutral, but they still have enough embellishment in the shape, and I like them.
Well, she's got a bunch of them. I would say maybe 8.
No, I have 14 pairs.
14 pairs of decorative reader glasses.
Yeah.
That's not the right word for it.
Capricorns are in the building, love. That's
Stylish.
Kelly's birthday. Kelly, when is your birthday? This is the 6th? I can't remember. Dr. Deborah says, a healing moment with Dr. Deborah. Today's topic, thoughts plus imagination equals beliefs at 8:30 right here on the Empowerment Duo.
Now, she's doing it on Monday?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Today is Monday, Dr. Deborah. You do know that, right?
Unless she switched.
Unless you switched, then that's okay. Wednesday, there's a special word of the year show.
Special
show. Yes. Kelly is the 6th. Oh, shout out to Myra Foster. Happy belated birthday.
On her Facebook page, I didn't see anything that said her birthday.
You don't have to. When you know somebody, you know when their birthday is. It's January the 2nd.
She ain't having it on her Facebook.
I don't need Facebook calendar for me to remember the.
I do need Facebook to tell me what someone's birthday is.
Dr. Deborah says, oops, I mean tomorrow. Yeah, you got so much things going on.
Cool. We got that right.
Amen. Thoughts plus imagination equals belief, 8:30 tomorrow night on the Empowerment Network.
Now, let me say this. So we got 3 minutes left in this particular show. So Lisa has already announced we have 4 author showcases in the first 2 months of the year.
3 months.
First 3 months.
Yeah.
No, 2 months, because you're doing 3 in February and 1 in January.
So there's 5, because March is Women's History Month.
So that's 3 months, okay?
Yeah.
But my statement about 4 in the first 2 months.
You're right.
Is correct.
It is correct. But I planned out for the
almost made it to the whole show before Lisa started with me. Almost. She had to start with me. Get off me. My number was right too. I said 4 author showcase in the first 2 months, and she goes, no. But I was right.
It is 4 in the first 2
1
months.
plus 3 equals 4.
It's 5 in the
Okay,
first
let
quarter.
me get to my point I was trying to make.
Go
Before
ahead.
you had to so rudely. Now, see, this is her game, y'all. When she knows she wrong, she just gonna grab on her brother. I'm still trying to make my point.
Make it.
If you get off me, dang, it's not bothering her, brother. Which is, and we also very, very excited about the projects that we have working on here. But we are going to take some time, and we're gonna have us a getaway at the end of January. Lisa and I are gonna take a trip to Pigeon Forge, y'all.
In 17 days.
In 17 days, y'all. We're gonna get on we're gonna go up in the mountains, up in the cabin with a hot tub and some cool folk with us. We can't wait.
Promise you, I'm not gonna do nothing but soak in the hot tub. That's all I'm gonna do. Don't talk to me. If you don't love me, then don't talk to me. Don't talk to me because I'm gonna sit in the hot tub. I'm gonna have a cigar and a drink. And that's what I'm
have a cigar?
Do. Yes, I'm taking my cigar with me.
You don't smoke them that very often at all.
Nope, but I want several martinis.
We're going to do all of that.
Hot tub. Thank you for the Gold Life Nuggets, family. Greatly appreciated. We love you, love you, love you.
Love you so much, Beverly. You guys add so much to our lives, and I'm hoping that we add something to yours too. You know, part of me saying let's expand this fun and have more people come on here, but the other part of it is the right ones show up when they show up.
We love it. Make sure that you register. Just go on my website to IamLisaSantiago.com so that you can join us. We're meeting this week on the 7th to discuss the Write and Publish program for 2021. If you or anyone that you know want to be a part of that, the meeting is free to attend to hear all about the upcoming program. We have published 16 authors in 2020 through the publishing program. So we want you or your friends or those that have been saying, I want to write my book. You need to send them there. Just go to IamLisaSantiago.com and you can write and publish.
Like tonight, our friend who's been a guest on our show before, Evan Jefferson, he has this thing he did last year called Black Man Mondays, and he's revising it. And tonight, Evan Jefferson is going to be on there with me, our friend Cortez Springer, who's also been a guest on the show, and Evan. So Brian McNeil, Cortez Springer, and Evan Jefferson are going to be the 3 black men featured on Black Mail Mondays.
Yes,
sir. Okay, and that starts at 8 p.m. and I'll put a link on my page.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. We love you. Go grab something to drink. Come back to hang out with Coffee Time with the Coach.